Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be another drugstore themed type review video. I have a bunch of products here in front of me that I feel like are underrated at the drugstore or not enough people are talking about them. So these are products that I truly love at the drugstore, so they're super inexpensive but perform really well, and I just feel like they deserve more hype and you guys definitely need to know about them. So without further ado, let's just get right on into this video. I'm just going to go in the order I usually apply products to my face, just to keep it a little more organized. So let's start off with primer. The first one I have here is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Dewy face primer. I honestly really enjoy this primer. It's really nice if you do like a dewy skin look. This one is really nice. So I'll show you guys the color of it. It has a neutral undertone. It does have a bit of a tint to it, as you can see right there, and then when you blend it out, it's just a nice gold, like champagne look. There's not much glitter in this. It's more of like a pure sheen, and you can just see how glowy that is right there. So putting this under your foundation will make your skin look so nice. In the summer, I even like just applying a little bit of this onto my bare skin if I'm going to like the beach or something. It's just a really nice you know, no makeup type of product. You can, as I said, use this under your foundation. You can mix this in with your foundation to make it a little more dewy. If you even want, you can apply this on top, like right on your cheekbone. So it's a very versatile product, but I really like it. It's very lightweight. A lot of times these dewier primers are a little heavy, so they may feel a little tacky or too heavy on the skin, but this one doesn't. It has a really nice finish to it, and it actually sets down so you don't feel sticky or anything throughout the day. Really nice. Products blend really nice on top of it. Looks good on the skin, doesn't look too greasy or anything like that, so I really like that primer. Alright, I also have a matte primer to talk about today, so since that one was really dewy, I thought I'd mention a matte one. This is the Loreal Infallible Matte Lock Mattifying Primer. I have talked about this on my channel so many times, but I still feel like I'm not hearing other people talk about it, and I definitely think it's a great primer to try. This one is fantastic, just applying it in the T-zone to make sure you're not getting too oily throughout the day. I have dry skin, so sometimes it's hard for me to find these mattifying primers that will keep my makeup from getting oily throughout the day, but will also not dry my skin out. So this is a great one right here. It has a really nice creamy consistency to it, so it won't actually dry out your skin. It is actually very hydrating as a primer, but then it will just ensure that your like T-zone and stuff is not getting oily, and then it will actually prolong your makeup as well. So it's a great primer for keeping your skin nice and matte and also prolonging your makeup. But I feel like a lot of people will like this primer since you can kind of have any skin type to use this. It's a very universal primer, I would say, and it's just nice if you have dry skin and you want a great primer but you don't want to go like the dewy route like that Wet n Wild one. You want something mattifying. This is a great one right here, but fantastic primer. Love the way it sits on the skin, really smooths everything out. Really nice base for any foundation. Amazing. Alright, so talking about foundation, I have a few to mention right here. The first one is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation Brightening Complex. So I have also mentioned this on my channel quite a bit. I have been using it recently. I am wearing it today as well, and I have mine the shade LN3. First of all, the packaging on this is actually gorgeous. It looks like very luxury, very high-end, and it is from the drugstore, so that's great. If you're looking for a foundation that looks like your skin but better, that lasts a long time but still has that healthy, radiant look to it, this is the way to go. I love this stuff so much. So it just comes with like a doe foot applicator. You apply it all over the skin. You'll get like a medium coverage out of this, but you can build it up. It does build up very nicely, so I usually apply it to my full face and then kind of spot it wherever I need a little more coverage. Layers really nicely, as I said. Sets down nicely with like a powder. It is pretty tacky at first, but once you set it with a loose powder, it looks really great, and setting it down does make it last pretty long. I really like it. It looks so good on the skin, very healthy and radiant. I find a lot of foundations really dull out your skin and it looks like you're wearing makeup. Still with this one, it looks like you're wearing makeup, but it's just like so like beautiful on the skin, super smooth. Doesn't emphasize texture. My favorite part about this foundation is that it doesn't crease, so I never get like smile lines or anything with it. It's really, really great, and I highly recommend this to any of you guys out there looking just for an all-around fantastic foundation. This is one to definitely keep an eye on. So next I have the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation with SPF 15, and I have mine in the shade Cream Ivory. This is what this guy looks like right here, and as I said, it is just a cushion foundation, so you just take like a sponge or anything like that and dunk it in here. I would definitely recommend a sponge with this one. With the Physicians Formula one, you can use a sponge or a brush, but with this one right here, a sponge works best, just because it's easy to get in here with a sponge and then kind of pat it all over your face. This one right here does give like more light to medium coverage. You can build it up, but it's not like a heavy makeup foundation. This one is great if you just want very fast makeup. I was using this a lot, you know, for days I was going to school, because it was just very easy to apply to the skin. I got a very fast application. It's easy to blend out. Wears a relatively long time, and even when it does start to wear off, it does kind of fade, so it looks still okay on the skin. It doesn't separate or anything like that, but great formula on this one as well. Very like natural and healthy looking on the skin, very smooth, again doesn't emphasize texture or anything, just a great formula on this one, so I really enjoy it. For powder, I have to talk about the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I absolutely love this powder, and it very quickly became one of my favorite loose powders. I love like my Coty Airspun, but this one right here is like right there with it. It's amazing. I have mine in the shade 10, and this shade right here, because it has that bit of color to it, it's really nice because you can actually get some extra coverage with it. Mine has that yellow tinge to it, so it's great for like under the eyes and stuff to cancel out those blue or purple tones from just your under eye bags. Great formula on this though. It's very smooth. It sets makeup really nicely, and I feel you can go very, very heavy handed with this. I'll apply so much of this powder, and you know, like at first it does look a little powdery, but it sinks into the skin so fast. It looks so smooth, works with so many different foundations too, so that's amazing. I honestly really, really like it. The formula is just great. Works with a brush or sponge, so you can kind of you know, pick what you prefer. I really, really enjoy the formula on this, and again, I just don't hear enough people talking about it. Alright, I do have a few blushes to share with you guys, and these ones are from Essence, so I have two different formulas. The first one is the Essence Silky Touch Blush, and I have this one right here in the shade Baby Doll. It's a nice like pinky shade. It's not necessarily the shade that I'm obsessed with this one. They do have some different like corally and pink shades, but the formula on this is really nice. So if you can see in the pan, it does have that bit of a shift to it where it has that satin touch type look. So as you can see, it isn't like a flat matte blush. It has a bit of that sheen, so that is really nice because then it looks very healthy on the skin. It doesn't look like chalky or too powdery. I know blushes can sometimes do that, and it also helps blend it out. So this is a very, very easy to blend blush. I take my brush in here and just sweep it on, and there you go. You have a very easy blush look. So it's a great formula right here. Lasts a pretty long time. They're very easy to work with, as I said, and they're just awesome. The shade is also a really pretty pink, but yeah, great formula here from Essence. And then they also have their Satin Touch blushes. These have that same like sheen. Very easy to blend as well. This is it right there. You can see how pigmented these are as well, but they also blend out super easily too, so that's really nice about them. This shade right here, guys, is actually so pretty. I have mine in the shade Satin Love. It is the blush I'm wearing today. I'm only wearing a little bit, but this is great if you just want that bit of like that rosy tinge to your cheeks. It's really nice. Again, blends out great. So both of these formulas are fantastic. I highly recommend checking out Essence for blushes. Alright, now for highlighter, I also have some stuff from Essence to mention to you guys. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you would have seen this guy quite a bit, and this is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight. If you want a highlighter that has no glitter, no shimmer, but just a pure sheen that will give your skin that like glow from within, this is the one I'd highly recommend. You can see that sheen in there too. I'll swatch it for you guys. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but you can see that sheen there. So it is a pure sheen, and this one is like a gold undertone. You can see how reflective it is. Like, it really does reflect light. but again, no shimmer or anything like that in there, so it's a very special product. If you don't like shimmer in your highlights, this is one to definitely try out. You can build this up and it's very blinding, but it has this beautiful creamy formula to it where it doesn't look chalky on the skin, it doesn't look powdery, it's a very smooth finish. So I highly recommend this highlighter right here. Especially in the summer even, I'll take like a bigger fluffy brush and just kind of fluff this all over my skin, and it gives this gorgeous glow. And they recently came out with a few more shades. One of my favorites though is the Spacelighter in the shade Be My Spacelight. This one's really nice actually because it's like a bright white, but it has like a pinky undertone to it. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. Yeah, there it is. So it has that pink undertone, which is so gorgeous on the skin because it gives you that bit of twist from just a regular highlighter because it has that pink duochrome in there. But I love that so much. Look at that glow and just such a smooth, beautiful formula. So I highly recommend these Essence ones. I have one more highlighter to share with you guys, and this one is from Milani, and that is the Afterglow Strobe Light Highlighter, and I have mine in the shade 01. They do have some different shades. This is just the one I own. If you want something super pretty, super easy to blend, looks really pretty on the skin, this one I'd highly recommend. I'm actually wearing it today. You can see it's a really pretty champagne color. I'll swatch this one for you guys too on the side here. As you can see, super blinding highlight right there. I feel like a lot of people will like this formula. It's a little bit of a thicker formula for a powder at least, so you won't get that like chalky look to the skin. It blends out nicely. I do go a little lighter handed with this just because it is so intense, but if you're looking for a fantastic formula at the drugstore, this is definitely the way to go, and beautiful packaging as well. Alright, I actually have a liquid highlighter to share with you guys, and that is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. I have mine in the shade 902. Again, they do have different shades in these. I guess I could have mentioned these with the primers, but this is just a glowy like liquid highlight. I'll show you guys it. So this one that I have, it has like a gold undertone to it. It's really pretty actually. So there it is. It's like a peachy gold undertone to this one. Very glowy as you can see there, but this one is really nice to mix in with your foundation, to wear underneath your products, to even, you know, pat right along your cheekbone over top. I use this a lot on my like shoulders and collarbones. It's great for that too. I love this in the summer. Very easy to travel with, and it is nice because you can use it for so many things too. So I really like this. Great formula too, very lightweight, not sticky at all, and it has that nice sheen, glow from within type look. It is really pretty on the skin, doesn't emphasize texture or anything like that, super smooth. So I really like this formula. Alright, for eyeshadow, I have a palette here from Wet n Wild to share with you guys, and this is the coloricon Rose in the Air palette. Look at how beautiful, guys, these shades are. Doesn't this remind you so much of the Modern Renaissance palette? I know it reminds me a lot of it. I definitely want to do a video where I do like a side-by-side comparison so we can kind of test out the formulas of both, but I do really like the formula on this. You get some beautiful creamy matte shades, like they're really nice and pigmented. You get some beautiful shimmers too. Just some really great formulas all around. You get some good pigmentation. They're easy to work with, and it's a great palette at the drugstore. And they do have some different shades that I definitely want to try, but just a great formula from the drugstore that's super inexpensive as well. Alright, speaking of eyeshadow, I do have a few liquid eyeshadows to share with you guys today. So first off, I have these Essence Metal Shock liquid eyeshadows. Now, me mentioning these should come as no surprise. I literally cannot go a tutorial without using these. At least it seems like I can't, because I'm always reaching for these. I'm wearing like the golds today. That's what I have on my whole entire lid. I went a little crazy with it, but I just love these so much. So these ones, they're just a liquid eyeshadow. They're very pigmented, very metallic. Do a few swatches. So this is the gold one. It's called Solar Explosion. You can see how beautiful it is right there. Really pretty. This is definitely the one I wear the most, you know, on a daily basis. I just grab this, apply. It's very easy to use. Then we have this rose gold one that's called Stars and Stories. Really nice. It actually has some purple and silver like glitters in there, so it looks really gorgeous. And then I also have Moon Dust, which is a great silver. If you're looking for a true silver metallic, this is the way to go. can see how gorgeous that is right there. So these are just a few of my favorite shades. They do have some different ones as well. I actually did do a whole video on these ones right here, swatching every single shade on my eyelids and talking about the formula and everything like that. So if you want a more in-depth video on these, I'll link that down below for you guys to watch. But anyways, not only are these super pigmented, but they're super easy to work with. So I usually go in right with the applicator all over my eye, and then I'll just take my finger and pat it out and blend it into the rest of my eyeshadow. You get a very easy look that way, and they're great to use under eyeshadows or on their own as well. As you can see, they're super pigmented, so I usually just use them on my own. They're great too because they're easy to blend out while you're blending them out, but then once they dry down, they're there to stay, so they don't transfer. You don't have to worry about them transferring onto the top of your lid or anything like that. They stay put, very long wearing as well. They don't crease on me. They're just amazing. Like, the formula on these is so good. If you're looking for like a Stila dupe, like for their liquid eyeshadows, I definitely try out Essence. I've recommended these to so many of my friends and they absolutely love them, so I highly recommend them for you guys as well. Alright, I do have one more liquid eyeshadow, and that is from Milani, and I'm actually wearing this one like on the inner corner right here. This is the Hypnotic Lights Holographic Eye Topper in the shade 03. So this one right here has like a purple undertone, like a purple and blue duochrome to it. I'll give this one a swatch as well. So this one is not like as pigmented as the Essence one. It is more of an eye topper, so I suggest using this either on top of a different eyeshadow, or if you want kind of that a little bit transparent eyeshadow, this is a nice one to use. As you can see there, the color is actually stunning. That purple is just beautiful. Like, whenever I wear this, I always get compliments on my eye looks, and yeah, I am wearing it on the inner corner today. I just think it adds a nice pop. It's a nice way to introduce color into your eye looks without going like too intense. I really like it. I definitely want to try more of these. The formula is very smooth and easy to work with, just like the Essence ones. Great eyeshadow right here as well. Next, I have some mascaras. So I'm going to talk about the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar X-fiber mascara. So this is like a 2-in-1. So you have the part 1 right here and then the part 2. The part 1 is supposed to be like the fiber primer, as if, and it is a black primer, which I like because when you're using a white primer, it kind of defeats the purpose, I would say, because then you have to make sure when you go in with the actual mascara that you're coating everything, and then it's kind of tedious because you're sitting there, instead of trying to build up your lashes, you're sitting there trying to cover all the white primer. So I do like that the primer is black, and then the part 2 is right here, and it actually does have a curved end, which is nice to get a nice application. This is fantastic for separating your lashes and getting very long, voluminous lashes. So if you're someone who looks for a mascara to kind of do the whole thing for them and they don't have to wear falsies, this is one I would definitely try out. If you're a fan of like the L'Oreal Paradise, I think you'd like this one as well. I know a lot of people talk about the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, but I feel like this one just needs more people talking about it because it's actually a great formula on it. It's fantastic for very full, voluminous lashes. And it also doesn't like run or flake or anything like that. It does a great job at separating your lashes, building them up nicely. It doesn't clump that much either, and it also lasts longer than the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. That one dries out super fast in the tube. This one definitely lasts longer, so I highly recommend trying this one out. Alright, I do have to mention some falsies, of course, and those are the Ardell Faux Mink lashes in the style 811. So this is what these ones look like right here. I'm actually wearing them today. They're very full lashes. They have that nice like cat eye effect to them, which I personally like. I like how it shapes my eyes that way. If you're looking for a very inexpensive lash that will give you that like high-end lash look, these are the way to go. The whole like Ardell Faux Mink line is really good. They're definitely a little thicker and a little more intense than their like regular like demi wispies or anything like that, but I'd highly recommend them. They have a really nice shape to them, a really nice feel. The band's really nice. They're very easy to use, and they're very durable, so they do last a lot of wears, so I really enjoy them. 811 is just my favorite style, but I'd highly recommend checking these Ardell lashes out. Alright, I also have a brow pencil, and that is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. It's the one I'm wearing in my brows today. I feel like people are always talking about like the NYX as a great replacement for like their Anastasia Brow Wiz if you're looking for like a more affordable option, but I never hear people talking about this one right here. So it's a great one as well. You get the spoolie on one side and then the like little brow pencil on the other. It's a very precise product. It has enough creaminess to it where it's easy to blend out, but then it does set down and it stays in place all day. It is long wearing. I don't find that it wears off or anything like that. I really enjoy the formula on it, and I think it's just a great drugstore pencil. Alright, I have a bunch of lip products, so we'll start off with some liners. I definitely have to talk about these ones right here. So these are the Wet n Wild gel lip liners. If you're looking for one of the best lip liner formulas, this is the way to go. They have a very smooth formula to them. I'll just show you guys right here. As you can see, super pigmented, super smooth. They are a retractable pen, which makes them very easy to maintain. They have a lot of different colors too, very affordable, great pigmentation. As I said, it doesn't emphasize any lines on your lips or anything like that. I also like these because they're creamy enough that you can wear them on their own and you don't need a lipstick over top, but you can also use them as a lip liner and put products over top, layer them and everything like that. Just a great formula in a lip liner, and I do like how you can also wear them on their own. Alright, I also have to mention these Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks. Honestly, these are probably my favorite liquid lipsticks. If I had to pick one liquid lipstick to wear the rest of my life, this would probably be it. If you want something that's transfer proof, that's like a matte liquid lipstick, this is the way I would go. But these ones right here actually don't dry out your lips. Oftentimes with liquid lipsticks, you either have to wear a balm underneath because they're too drying, or a gloss over top, or you just have to touch them up because your lips start cracking up in the middle of the day. These won't do that to you. They're super moisturizing actually while being a matte product. It's actually kind of crazy, but I love that about them. They're also very easy to layer on top, so if you've been wearing it for a few hours, you can actually go in with a fresh layer right on top of the old one and it won't look weird or gross or anything like that. It's really nice. The applicator is like a teardrop shape, so it's very easy to create a defined shape. Yeah, very long wearing, comfortable to wear. The only problem with these is they are a bit sticky, so when you do put your lips together, they have that bit of tackiness to them, but if you can get past that, then they're a great formula otherwise. Alright, for some regular lipsticks, I have to mention the Milani lipsticks. I know people sometimes talk about these, but I feel like they just need some more recognition. So whether it's like the color statement regular lipsticks from them or their matte ones, I love them all. If I had to mention like one favorite shade, it would probably be 61 Matte Naked. It's a really nice like cool tone nude, just a basic everyday type color. It's really nice right there. As you can see, this is just a nice one if you're looking for a beautiful nude shade. But their formula is great. So for the matte ones, they have this very smooth velvety feel to them. They're very lightweight on the lips. Great formula. And then for their regular ones, they're a nice moisturizing feel. You get great pigmentation out of them, great wear. I just love Milani's formula. I have one more like tube lipstick to talk about, and these are the Essence Matte lipsticks. Again, great formula on these. I have not heard like anybody talk about these Essence lipsticks right here, and they have a very smooth formula to them. Again, you get great pigmentation, great wear out of them, very comfortable to wear. They're just a really nice smooth formula, and I feel like a lot of you guys would enjoy it. Alright, continuing on with Essence, I do have a few glosses to share with them. Honestly, they make some of the best glosses, and again, I just don't hear people talking about them. So I have a few different formulas to share. They have their XXL Shine lip glosses. As the name suggests, very, very shiny. They also have their XXL Nude lip glosses. I'm wearing this one over my lipstick today. It's just a nice blush pink in the shade Shy Beauty. And then they also have their Shine 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 Wet Look lip gloss. The formulas on all of these are very, very similar. They're very like smooth lip gloss. They're not sticky by no means, so when you apply them, they just have that very watery formula. I really like that. I don't like when my lip glosses are super sticky because then your hair gets caught in them, you feel uncomfortable in them, and then you just want to take it off. So I really appreciate that these have a nice, comfortable to wear formula. They also wear nicely. You're not going to get that weird like line right here. You guys all know what I'm talking about. You're not going to get that with these, and they're also super affordable, which is always nice. Alright, and the last product I have to share with you guys today is a setting spray, and that is the Rimmel Insta Fix and Go 2-in-1 Primer and Setting Spray. Whew, that was a mouthful. Anyways, so this is what this setting spray looks like right here. I'm actually almost out of mine. I love this stuff so much. Honestly, it's one of my absolute favorite setting sprays, and I have never heard anybody talk about it, which is crazy to me because I love it so much. It actually has a beautiful mist on it. It's kind of like that continuous mist, if you will. Very nice. It has like a cucumbery smell to it, which I like because it feels very refreshing, and the mist itself is really refreshing as well. I really like this as a primer under my makeup. I like it to set my makeup in place because it does make everything wear longer, and I also like it for touch-ups throughout the day. You know, if my makeup's looking a little rocky, I will just take a few sprays of this and it will kind of just melt everything back together and make it look somewhat better. So I really enjoy the formula on this, and I really feel like a lot of you guys will like this mister too. So it's a great setting spray at the drugstore. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully this video was helpful if you kind of see these products around but you've just walked right past them. Maybe you were wondering about any of these products. Hopefully this video helped you in some way or another. But anyways, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.